Hello friends, I welcome you all to Nandeep's IS for UPSC and MPSC. Today we are going to analyze the editorial column in the newspaper The Hindu dated 9th December 2020. The first column that we would be analyzing is titled Fresh Vista. First we need to understand the meaning of uh, the title of the article, Fresh Vista. It will help us to gain a better understanding of the article. Here, vista is a pleasing view of a building, and fresh because we are talking about a building that would be new, that is newly built. So, keeping this in mind, let's try to understand the article. The new Parliament building is going to be called the Central Vista. Like any other Parliament building, it is a symbol of thriving democracy in India. Along with that, it also reflects the pluralistic and progressive ethos of the country because we have representatives from across the states and the union territories, members of the parliament. The estimated cost on paper of this building of the Central Vista is 971 crores. Now, the question that arises is why do we need a new building of the parliament which would be called Central Vista? That is because it would accommodate larger number of members of the parliament compared to the present building, which would be 888 in the Lok Sabha and 384 in the Rajya Sabha. At the same time, there would also be a new central secretariat and new offices and residence of the Vice President and the Prime Minister. Why is there a debate about the Central Vista? And on what has the Supreme Court of India put restraints on? The Supreme Court has ordered there should be no site alterations in the form of deletions and additions to the present site. Along with that, it has not permitted any removal of trees. This project is also being considered as an epoch project of this era, mostly because although it states that the cost is estimated to be 971 crores, but it has been projected that it would run into thousands of crores. Another reason why it is being called an epoch is because of the reason that it is here to celebrate the 75th anniversary of India's independence, and the completion is expected by 2022. And why is it in news? It is in news because it is coming at a very wrong time. It is coming at a time when the economy is slowing down or has slowed down owing to the COVID pandemic. All sectors have been affected. All sectors of the economy have been affected by the COVID pandemic. There's a modest revival of businesses, and the government expenditure is less on a year-on basis, owing to which there is a GDP contraction. And we need to conclude with this debate, or we need to conclude with this line that the government has to make a choice between healthcare and Central Vista. So, what is more important? Is the healthcare of a citizen more important, or is a pleasant view in the form of a Central Vista more important? It is left up to the government to choose between the two. So that is about the first article, Fresh Vista. Let's move on to the second column analysis in the editorial page, which is titled Constant Vigilance. Now, again, we need to see the meaning of the word vigilance, which means view, watch, keep an eye on. So, with this meaning, let's try to understand the importance of this article. This article is related to the history of the Khalistan movement, which was a Sikh separatist movement. It had an objective of establishing a sovereign state named Khalistan that would include Punjab of India and Punjab of Pakistan. Khalistan movement today can be regarded as moribund or defunct or not alive, but it has been in news because of the killing of Shaurya Chakra awardee Balwinder Singh in Punjab, and this killing has been linked to pro Khalistan activists. The Khalistan movement can be said is moribund because of the fact that it ended with the ending of the Punjab insurgency in 1990. Moreover, it also lost supports from the Sikhs. But there are allegations about certain fringe sections, small groups, are reviving the movement through killings, as in the case of Balwinder Singh. And there are also allegations by the government that a small section, a small fraction of the Khalistan movement is present in the farmers' agitation that is uh, prevalent all throughout the country and also in Punjab. And there are also allegations that Pakistan's ISI is funding such fringe sections. This is also linked to the terror in Kashmir has increased after the statehood has been revoked, and there is also an infiltration from Pakistan side, along with pro Khalistan activists being responsible for the terror in Kashmir. And so we need to conclude with certain points. That is, there is violence persistent in the Valley of Kashmir, and if this is to come to an end, there is a need to review the unilateral changes that had been imposed by the government, and there is a need to restore statehood if all this violence is to come to an end. So, that is about both the articles. Thank you. See you again.